students. It's so nice to be able to share some art with you guys. This week, you are going to be doing texture rubbings. This is a super fun art project that's really easy to do. And so let's get started. First, let's talk about the art elements that we'll be using in our texture rubbings. We'll be using color, primary and secondary colors. Primaries are red, blue, and yellow, and secondaries are made by mixing two of the primary colors. Texture is the feel of a surface or a substance. Rough, smooth, slimy, textured, torn. There's two types. We have actual texture and implied texture. Actual textures look and feel the way they look. Implied textures are like photographs of textures. They don't feel the way they look. Materials we'll be using are white paper, crayons, and flat found objects. I want you to go on a scavenger hunt to find at least 10 flat things with actual texture in your house. Here are some examples of what I found around my house. So, you see, I've tried a bunch of my rubbings just to see how they turn out. Let me show you how I did that. I take my blank piece of paper, and you'll need crayons with the paper peeled off. Any colors will be fun. If you don't have any crayons, you can use a pencil, and we can rub with the side of the pencil. And you take your first object, anything you want to see rubbed. Then you're going to place it underneath your paper, and then you're going to find it with your finger. Find where it is. There it is. And then you're going to take your crayon, and you're going to take it and rub the whole surface of the object to see what it looks like when you rub it. Now you can see how the key looks. And I want to see how my scissors look. Find it with your finger. Oh, there it is. And now I'm gonna rub the whole surface of scissors, and now you have a rubbing of my key, my scissors. Let's try this little bead. Found it again. There it is. I'm gonna try green this time, and I'm gonna rub it. What works best for me is when I rub the objects is that I hold the crayon kind of at a little bit of angle, like that. Not flat on it, but more like an angle. That way, I can find the edge of the object and show it without, and get kind of a cleaner line. But that's the way I like it. You don't have to do it that way. I want to see how this little paper clip looks. Find it underneath. That's where it is. So that's where I'm gonna rub. That's what a paper clip looks like. It kind of reminds me of a long oval. I have a rectangle shape. My scissors kind of remind me of two balloons or two people back to back. And then I have this key. This key kind of reminds me of a tennis racket. And then keep going until you tried all of them. So you get to create whatever you can imagine with your rubbings. I'm going to show you how I make a face. So I'm going to look for things that kind of remind me of the parts of a face. I'm going to look for eye shapes. So I'm going to use this little bead to create an eye. So I'm going to put it underneath. Choose my crayon color. I think for this I am going to go with blue. I'm going to rub. There we go. And then I'm going to move it slightly over and feel where it is. There we go. So I want 2 eyes. There we go. 2 eyes. Now I'm going to find a good key. I think I want this key to be the nose. I'm going to place it underneath the paper, between the nose, right in the middle of the face. I'm going to put my finger over to find it. There it is. And now I'm going to use, I think, pink to go over the nose, or the key. Rub the key. Now I have a nose. And now I'm going to look for something that would make a really good mouth. I think what I'm going to use for my mouth is, what should I use? Okay, maybe I'll use this block. I'm going to use this block. I'm thinking I want the lips to be red. So find the block. There, it's kind of positioned where I want it to be, and I'm going to rub it. There we go. There's my mouth. And I want to add ears. I think I'm just going to rub this part of the key to do ears. So I'm going to put them here. This here, make sure I can find it. That's where I want it to be. So I'm going to use the pink again to do the ear. There's one ear. And I'm going to turn it, flip it the other way. So now it's this way. And I'm going to put it on the other side. On the side of the face. It's a little lower than I want it to be, so I'm going to push it up. There we go. Find it again. And I'm going to start rubbing it with a finger. Ooh, look at those ears. That's so silly. Okay, and now I'm going to add some eyebrows. I think I'm going to use paper clips for eyebrows. I'm going to put them right above the eyeball. There, and there's one eyebrow. And there's another eyebrow. Find it with my finger. Start rubbing it. Those are some funny eyebrows. Oh my goodness. And now I'm going to use the wand to make curly hair. And I think this is gonna be a ginger. They're gonna have red hair. There's some curly hair. And I'm gonna start shaping it around their head. There we go. Put some more over here. Look at that curly hair. That's crazy. And now I'm going to keep going. Got some silly curly hair going here. Whoa. Every time I move it, make sure to find it so that it's situated where I want it to be underneath the paper. I want some more curls on this side too, I think. Wow, this is so funny. Look at my silly face. I could keep going. You can add eyelashes and neck. Oh, you can even use your crayon to draw in some of it. So I think I'm gonna draw the face in. Here we go. Whee! Whoa. I can add some more hair. I can add some eyelashes. Can you make a silly face?